debugging purposes, like tracing function calls, I think it's best to have a look at the demo. So we have here a unit test that tests if this leap year detection function is working correctly. This is here is the standard algorithm you're certainly familiar of, and it uses the actual time, the current time, so this makes it hard to test. So now consider we would like to have test if this algorithm also works for non-leap years. So we don't want to change the code inline, we don't want to change is leap year, we don't want to change get year, but instead just replace the code, the time function. So Mockator makes it possible to do this via its source trace function call feature. And what it does is you see it created a new folder trace with 2 new files, and the first one is the header file, which replaces calls to time to our own functionality that is called Mockator time. It has the original function parameter of time plus 2 inconvenient parameters with the file name and the line number. And yeah, if you look at the implementation, it currently just calls the original function time. So this would be useful if we would like to trace calls to malloc or free and just want to log the allocations. But this time we would like to replace the call to time with a value that is in 2001, which is not a leap year. So if we replace it like this, and call the unit test, then it should fail actually. This is the case, so we replaced the behavior successfully without touching the code in place. You see here a marker. Mockator allows it to disable this kind of theme, as is the case with all theme types. So if we deactivate it and recompile and execute it again, we again have our green bar, because the original time function with the value for the year 2012, which is a leap year, is called. So this works by including this header file into every translation unit via the inclusion of a file here. So we don't have it activated now, but if we activate it again, we would see it here in the project properties that this file is included into every translation unit. So the calls to time are rewritten by the preprocessor to Mockator time. So this was the preprocessing theme, a handsome feature for replacing system functions. But it has a few disadvantages. It's mainly because of the preprocessor itself, of course, that lacks type safety, and it can cause hard to track bugs, so it's for emergency cases only, but sometimes it's really a convenient feature.